Hi, I'm Brenzel, the Chief Workspace Evangelist here at Google. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Harriet Molyneaux, Managing Director at HSM Advisory, about the future of work. Thanks for being here today, Harriet.
It's lovely to be here, Michael.
Can you tell us a bit more about what you do as a future of work advisor?
Now, what I do in my work as a future of work advisor is I spend a significant amount of my time, generally with large global multinationals, talking about how they can create environments of sustainable high performance. Now, by sustainable, I'm not talking about reducing carbon footprint emissions, although I would definitely advise that as well. What I'm talking about is how do you create organizations where people can show up their best, productive, and hopefully happy selves over the long term. And I'm also really passionate about businesses really being that force for good, moving away from the either or of profit or purpose and trying to align those two.
Do employees have different expectations of their employers now? And if yes, how can organizations meet them?
That's a great question. And you can barely open up a newspaper these days without seeing some kind of headline around changing employee expectations. And I have to say, I don't think there are brand new employee expectations as a result of the past 3 years in the pandemic. I really don't see brand new trends emerging in any significant form from the past 3 years. What I have seen is time typified by an acceleration of trends, and that's just what's happened here with employees. So for a long time, employees have been expecting a little bit more of their employers, but now we've reached a point where actually it's not just what can employees do for the organizations they work for, but what can the organizations do to make themselves attractive, exciting places to work with perhaps more fluid ways from contracting or time spent of working with their people. And I think this is not a bad thing.
Is hybrid work built for longevity? What can businesses do now to ensure sustainability?
And that's a great question. And I think the answer isn't, is hybrid the answer, but it's how is hybrid being implemented? So one of the other trends to be coming out from the past few years, and again accelerated by the pandemic, is really the reductionism of the whole of the future of work down into a location-based flexible working policy. And I think this is a short-sighted approach and certainly not one that I'd advise organisations to be taking. So here are 4 key questions that I would suggest organisations want to be thinking about when they consider the future of work. The first of these is what work is. And that's changed a lot, even in my working lifetime, and will continue to change at a rapid pace. The second is who or what does the work. Next is how the work gets done. And then the 4th question is where and when. And you can see why I'm concerned if the whole of hybrid working and future of work is being reduced right down into where it is that we're working, and why I feel that that's going to cause perhaps some issues further down the line if organisations take that. So my view is if hybrid working is placed within the context of those 4 bigger questions, then organisations will be in a strong position as they move forwards.
What does the ideal future of work look like?
So I don't think there is an ideal future of work. I think it really needs to be specific to an organisation. So I would encourage an organisation to look for its signature. And what do I mean by signature? A slightly academic term. Well, what I mean is looking at its history, the people that it has at the moment within its organisation, the organisation that it was, and the narrative around the organisation that it wants to become. Who's leading it? Who are their customers now? Who are they going to be in the future? And what are the type of talent that they're going to want to attract in that future? And that really can enable them to design a signature. So my advice would be try not to do a copy and paste from other organisations. Spend time really deeply thinking about your signature future of work, and then make that deal really clear for employees so that you're in a good position to move forwards.
I really enjoyed our conversation today, Harriet. It was great to hear your views and guidance on the future of work.
Thank you so much. It's been lovely to be here.